Hear these contentious cats primed for battle.
He's releasing a line of merchandise saying, I'm cashing in on hoism. He's won as many Oscars as Leo, too.
What the hell, Campbells? Andy Warhol didn't die for this.
Because for these women, their butts really are their moneymakers.
It will be a memorable movie for years to come.
I'd have let that one go a little longer just to wail on her for a little bit.
Have you ever heard of that city? I haven't.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, people of the world, and all of you animals out there. Welcome to the February 9, 2016 edition of the illustrious Ames Tonight here at Iowa State University. I am your co-host, Andreas Haffar.
And I'm your co-host, Laurel Feakes. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening. Thanks for joining us.
Well, so my buddies at Dairy Queen heard my request, and they did something about it. So for the rest of my fellow sad, sorry, single, and most importantly, miserable fans, you needn't be worried anymore. DQ released the Singles Blizzard just in time for Valentine's Day this Sunday. To drown your sorrows away or to simply celebrate being single, this treat has Reese's Peanut Butter Cups all up on it. There's nothing like peanut butter and chocolate to substitute for meaningless sex. High five, everyone at home. All right. Meanwhile, in India, a goat was arrested after being accused of damaging a judge's garden. The dude just wanted some flowers and plants. Now, the owner, Abdul Hassan, said he talked to the goat, and the goat promised to knock off his shenanigans. Goats are criminals. Also, politics is happening in New Hampshire. Whoa, how quaint. Kasich did all right, huh? Trump and Bernie won, did you say? Okay, that's fine. Did they play tic-tac-toe to win it this time? Politics, man.
We all know at this point that FIFA is as corrupt as an Illinois governor. Looking at you, Blago, and really the Windy City in general. But after winning the Women's World Cup this past summer in Canada, as a nation, we would hope that the U.S. Women's National Team would gain the respect that they deserve. But boy, how wrong were we. The U.S. Women's National Team is being sued by U.S. Soccer over the labor agreement that they currently have in place. On February 3rd, U.S. Soccer filed the lawsuit saying that the current CBA, or collective bargaining agreement, expired in 2012, but the team is now working off a memorandum of understanding. This basically means that if the labor union feels necessary, the World Cup winners could strike over the treatment of their players. Of course, this is great timing that the Federation brings this up, considering Hope Solo & Co. are about to embark on their CONCACAF Olympic qualifying tournament. Nothing says good luck on the road to Rio like we are about to sue the hell out of your union. All I can think of during this story is Amy Poehler and Seth Meyers screaming, "Really?" But really, these girls have just won a historic third World Cup and are about to head into their next Olympic journey, and U.S. Soccer decides to show exactly what we've known all along. We don't care about women's soccer because they're girls. Just take the Hawaii field incident, for example. On their victory tour, the national team was supposed to play in Hawaii, but the turf was so torn up that they decided to forfeit. Megan Rapinoe, a huge part to the U.S.'s midfield, tore her ACL on the field. She assured the press it wasn't because of the field, but of course it probably didn't help that the world's best team was forced to play in these conditions. Would we ever expect Ronaldo or Messi to play on turf? Dempsey or Bradley? The answer is no, but knowing this national team, they do a lot better when it comes to adversity thrown upon them. So, U.S. Soccer, get ready for America to back your team in the Olympics and carry them to a 4th straight gold medal, because it looks like you can't even get past a bad PR image and cheer on your girls.
Well, a lot is happening in our world, folks. To burn or not to burn? Putting up a wall that the Mexican president simply scoffs at? Shark attacks reaching a record high? I personally almost getting arrested for racing a cop naked, on foot, racing a cop in a car, naked, and me swimming the English Channel and almost dying a few times. But I'm wondering how a certain social issue could go on for so long and not be addressed. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. It's meninism. Meninism helps express the difficulties of being a man in this century, especially in America. Now what, I'm just supposed to be born a shredded baby with my obliques popping out and my mom feeding me muscle milk? Yeah. Okay, all right. A little late for that. Well, what, I'm supposed to not have feelings? I'm supposed to drive a fancy sports car? I'm supposed to know how to frickin' farm? Come on. I mean, as a man, I've never gotten into clubs for free. You don't see an advertisement saying, and this Wednesday, it's men's night at AJ's Ultra Lounge. I ain't getting free drinks. I ain't feeling violated at bars sometimes. I ain't even ever the little spoon. But you know what? What about privacy? If I were to pull up my shirt right now, and I won't because y'all go crazy, but if I did, there would be no censor bar. Why not? That is sexism. I mean, all I hear about is women's rights. But where are my rights as a man? Where are they? Just because a lot of laws, rules, books, shows, movies, schools, businesses, discoveries were created and done by men doesn't mean we have rights. And who's to blame? Feminists. That's right, you heard me, feminists. I'm tired of women telling me what to do, like my mom, my grandma, my ex-wife's sister, Laurel, Feakes, all of them. I need meninism.
So just based on what you've just said, you clearly don't know enough about women's issues, and you need a lesson in education. And since I'll just kick your ass here to discuss those issues, Megan Moran, the Trap King. Welcome, Megan.
Thanks. Real glad to be here.
So could you tell us what feminism is?
Yeah, I mean, I could get real specific, but I'll try to keep it simple here. Now, despite popular belief, feminism isn't this cult of women that hate men and like run around burning their bras. Merriam-Webster defines feminism as the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunities. Notice how it says men and women. Now, when feminism first started back in the 1800s, it was mainly focused on rights of white women. Over time, it has grown into equality of all people, no matter their sex, gender, race, social class, sexual orientation. And feminists have made great strides since the 1800s, but there are still so many important reasons why we need feminism in the 21st century.
So what? So what? Only women can be feminists? It still sounds like a, he, woman, man, haters club to me still. Still does.
What did I just say?
Yeah, it's a selective listening issue. So why is feminism important? I mean, why does it matter? Obviously it's important because we're talking about it tonight, but...
Well, I mean, it's important to women because many women still think that if you identify yourself as a feminist that you just like automatically hate men, but that's actually not the case at all. Being a feminist simply means you believe in equal rights. Feminism is important to women because women are still looked at as objects, and so many girls get sent home from school because their shorts were too short or their bra strap was showing. What are we teaching our young girls by doing that? That the education system values a young boy's education more than a young girl's by sending her home from school because young boys just simply cannot learn in an environment where a girl's bra strap is showing. Why is it that most women are taught how to prevent rape from happening rather than teaching men simply to not rape and that rape is wrong? Why is catcalling still a thing? Do you really think that yelling, "Hey, sexy," out of your car window is really gonna attract a woman? Like, do you actually believe that she's gonna say, "Wow, that guy, like, that was the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me, and like, he really respects me"? No, probably not. And to all you women out there that are skeptical on feminism, please educate yourself on the topic. Learn all the facts about what feminism in 2016 truly means. And now it's also important for men to understand what feminism is because, get this, men can actually be feminists.
Oh.
I'll say it one more time because I know it's a really, really hard concept to grasp, but feminism is about equality for all the sexes. I know, wild, mind-blowing concept right there. But to all you meninists, including you, Haffar, if you're tired of hearing women complain about equal rights, then why don't you do something to help change it?
So let me get this straight. So you come onto my show, being a gosh darn F-word feminist, for all of you. I learned about meninism like 30 minutes ago, and now I'm a meninist messiah. And, what do you have against meninism? Don't you know that a lot of it's just a joke? We're just joking around, right?
Well, although meninism may be semi-satirical, it's still just extremely counterproductive to anyone. And according to Urban Dictionary, meninism is defined as a mocking and satirical form of first world feminism to show how radical, impractical, and ridiculous they are. Yes, I know it's hard for some of you men out there when we radical women challenge your fragile, precious, patriarchal ways by simply wanting equal rights and opportunities. You're right, it's so ridiculous and impractical. But here's another crazy idea for you. For you so-called meninists, put your time and energy into the feminist movement instead of complaining about how oppressed men actually are and trying to prove to women that feminism is absurd. What if someone was saying these sexist, misogynistic remarks towards your sister or your future daughter? I'll say it one more time for the people in the back. Feminism is about wanting equal rights for men and women. Imagine what we could accomplish if meninists joined forces with feminists. Like, we could finally put an end to gender stereotypes, no more insulting remarks like, you run like a girl, or man up. Like, there could actually be equality between sexes. Wild, I know.
Told you so, but you feel like a fool right now.
I mean, no, not really. I mean, you present an interesting case, good points and all, but this is my show, all right? When I say goes, Laurel, you know that. Megan, I'm sorry that you just found that out, but now you know.
See what I have to deal with?
And this is why I had to come help Laurel on your show and explain why feminism is an important issue. And you know what, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have the nightly news, so stay tuned. You are watching Ames Tonight.
Memories die out too hard. That we were traveling mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we couldn't hide, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Welcome back to the Nightly News. I'm Taylor Claybon.
And I am Joy with an I. It's a pleasure to be here tonight.
The Engineering Career Fair took place at Iowa State today, one of the largest career fairs in the nation. If any companies are watching, yes, I still need a job. Many companies will be sticking around for the Business, Industry, and Technology Career Fair tomorrow, which is great news. Business students can get practice at picking at the engineers' leftovers like they do in the professional world.
Can't get enough of seeing Justin Bieber's name in headlines. In this case, it was only in TMZ's headlines. Justin was said to have given rapper French Montana a $150,000 chain to simply say thank you. According to TMZ, Justin had given him the chain for his birthday back in November, but it seemed their bond in the recording studio upped the ante for the gift. Apparently, that was not enough for Montana. Rapper says that it wasn't tricked out enough for him and spent an additional $90,000 in his words to get it iced out with diamonds. But no worries, people. It was just a small token of appreciation.
While millions of viewers tuned in to watch the Super Bowl, my Twitter feed was full of teenage girls only waiting for the halftime show to watch Queen Bee. Of course, Beyonce killed it. Interestingly enough, Facebook is full of white people complaining about Beyonce empowering Black Americans. A meme started circulating the internet criticizing the performer for an anti-police song. I can confirm, after reviewing the lyrics, there is nothing inherently anti-police about the song. She does, however, reply to haters that have talked badly about her baby's hair, her husband's nose, and have accused her and hubby Jay-Z of being part of the Illuminati. Unfortunately, for all of my redneck Kansan Facebook friends, there are still 20 days left in Black History Month.
I know you're all tired of hearing about Beyonce, but I have something to say. As you all know, Beyonce announced her Formation World Tour to start in April. Everyone is just oozing with excitement and despair on how they are going to pay for these tickets. Suggest a GoFundMe account. We are talking about the Queen here, people, which means it's not going to be cheap. Ticket prices are ranging from $112 to $10,499. The question we should ask ourselves is, do we want to eat for the next year, or do we want to see Beyonce in concert? Beyonce it is.
Ted Cruz made a campaign stop in Raymond, New Hampshire on Monday. While there, two hecklers tried to perform an exorcism on the senator. In their defense, he looks like he needs it. One of the hecklers yelled, "Look in the mirror and let the evil spirit leave. Leave your power-hungry demonic soul." As the protesters were escorted out, one of them told a reporter, "We just had to get rid of the evil spirit. I hope it works."
Some of you may remember last month when actress Stacey Dash abruptly dissed Black history in general and suggested the elimination of Black History Month. Dash stated, "We are all Americans, period. That's it." Well, BET fired back, writing, "So, Stacey Dash, can we get our check back or no?" on the network's official Instagram and Twitter accounts. Dash had a reoccurring role on the BET show The Game from 2009 to 2011. Dash also presented at the NAACP Awards and covered Black-oriented magazines. Sounds very hypocritical to me, Stacey. You don't have to worry about BET anymore, or any television network for that matter. Well, Stacey Dash, it's February and Black History Month is still on.
Now we're joined by Matt Banwert, who's got some Valentine's fun to talk about.
Hello, my name is Matt Banwert. It's 2016 and Joseph Kony is still alive. Valentine's Day is around the corner, and in the spirit of the holiday, I thought I'd do a particularly romantic segment. And I think we can all agree that there's nothing more romantic than words. With words, you can say things like, "I love you," "Will you be my Valentine?" and "Seriously, Jessica, please call me back." Which is why in this segment with Due to the Camera, I hit the street to find out what fellow Cyclones' favorite words are. Okay. Hello there, sir. What's your name?
I'm Patrick.
Could you say that again?
I'm Patrick.
One more time.
I'm Patrick.
1 second. Okay, one more time.
I'm Patrick.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Patrick. Hey, man, nice to meet you. Nice bike. I love people. The mic.
Diversity.
Diversity. Oh, he's from South Africa.
I'm from South Texas. Does that count?
That counts. That counts. Do you want a sample of it? Rock your body like a cyclone. You remember that song?
Yeah, I guess.
What's your favorite word?
Falafel.
Falafel. Ooh, good choice. Good choice. Very solid choice.
The.
That's a very good used word. I would say it's the best word. That wasn't funny. Okay, I'll try. What is your favorite word?
Sesquipedalian.
Oh, damn it. Last guy said the, so that's a step up.
Yeah. Synergistic.
Ooh, that was a good one. What's your favorite word?
Red.
Cyclone. I like that. Hey, you know what? Are you disappointed with the lack of the song Cyclone by Baby Bash being played on campus?
You know, I really am. I thought when I came here it'd be playing everywhere over the speakers at the lunchroom, but it really hasn't been.
Yeah, I'm pissed off personally. I think it's a shame.
I think it's all right to be pissed off about it.
Yeah. What is your favorite word? Any words acceptable right now?
Right.
I swear to God.
All right, moist.
Moist a good word. Adrian, come on, pull through.
Perplexing. Gorilla.
Gorilla, okay. Any word would do.
Philanthropy.
Can you say it again?
Philanthropy.
2 more times.
Philanthropy.
Okay, 1 more time.
Philanthropy.
Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure we got that in the mic.
That was this week's edition of the Nightly News.
Stay tuned for more Ames Tonight after this.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to the CBlock, the Common Block, your update on all things common in sports and movies. Tonight, I would like to introduce you to Kathryn, our common sports lady.
Well, welcome back to Ames Tonight. Tonight is the premiere of our new segment called The Common Lady Sports Review, starring me, Kathryn Kuckelman. Now, girls, some of you out there may genuinely like sports, and you know what? That's okay. But I think a lot of you that say you like sports are lying, and that's okay too. We've all been there, and that's I'm here to help out those of you ladies that have no idea what's going on when someone brings up a sporting event. And I'm going to make it a little interesting. So tonight being our first segment and the biggest football game of the year, having been Sunday night, I thought we'd start by discussing the Super Bowl. Now, ladies, I'm going to be straight with you. There are only two reasons why women go to Super Bowl parties. One, for the food. Two, to watch our Lord and Savior, Beyonce Knowles, slay it on the field. I must say, Queen Bee did kill it, and I had some pretty delicious buffalo chicken dip to go along with that. Without those two things, I wouldn't have made it through the night. So before I talk about the game, I wanted to give you my best top 10 list of the best football foods. Because we all know they're more important than sports anyway. Number 10, pigs in a blanket. These will require an array of dipping sauces. Number 9, beefy queso dip. Number 8, pizza, because obviously. 7, chips and salsa, classic. I've never met a salsa I didn't like. Number 6, buffalo chicken dip, especially if it's made by our hostess with the mostest, Laurel Feakes.
Oh, you betcha.
Number 5, fried pickles with ranch. Number 4, boneless wings. Bone-in is way too messy for a common lady. Number 3, soft pretzels with cheese. Number 2, nachos with the works. And number 1, my famous homemade taco dip. That secret recipe will die with me. Oh yeah, so anyway. The Carolina Panthers played the Denver Broncos Sunday night. I obviously didn't care about either team, so I cheered for the Panthers because their team colors are prettier than Denver's. There were some passes, some touchdowns. They kicked the ball through this thing. In conclusion, Denver beat Carolina 24-10. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back in a couple weeks with some more sports facts. Now let's toss it over to our resident common man, Jared Calvert.
Thank you, Kathryn, and your taco dip is fantastic. Now with movies. In 2010, Eric Falconer and Chris Romano created a show that spoke to the common male college student. 2010 was the year that Alex Moran and Thad Castle became a household name in dorms around the country. 2010 was the year Spike premiered Blue Mountain State. Blue Mountain State only aired for 3 seasons over a course of 2 years, but it has been a popular show among common males for over 5 years. That's the wooden anniversary, folks. I remember binge watching the show with the guys on my floor in Maple Hall during the fall of 2013. It was the first show I ever watched on Netflix. Sorry about that. Well, last week, Blue Mountain State fans got the movie they were finally waiting for. Blue Mountain State, Rise of Thadland was released on digital HD last Tuesday. The movie brings back Alex, Thad, and Sammy, as well as characters that left after the first 2 seasons, such as Craig Shiloh and Radon Randell. The movie takes place in the summer after the Cornfield game. Alex Moran, played by Darren Brooks, is a senior and once again the starting quarterback. The Goat House is finally his after Thad Castle, played by Alan Richson, gets drafted to the NFL. However, the dean of the university, played by Ed Amatrudo, wants to sell the Goat House to the highest bidder in order to keep the house for himself. Moran talks Thad into buying the house with his NFL salary. Thad agrees on one condition: Moran must throw him the party of his dreams, aka Thadland. What follows is a mixture of Disneyland and the party from Project X. Mojitos are served from a hot tub, the sound of club music is in the air, and cocaine snows from the sky. The first half of this movie is like watching an extended version of a Blue Mountain State episode. Everyone is just having a good old time with a party at the Goat House! The second act of this film goes into some strange places, however, as Alex Moran experiences a dream from the future and finds out what the drug of the night was made from. And then the last 10 minutes of the film will let you know why it wasn't released in theaters. Rise of Thadland is a good fix for the common man. For everyone else, well, it's an alternative to watching Sharknado. This has been a Common Man's Movie Review. I'm Jared Calvert, and I'm just a common man in an uncommon land. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a good evening. Thanks again, Kathryn, for joining us on the show.
Yep, we'll see you next Tuesday.